Hello everybody, my name is ALLOS, also known as Snatcher Creations, and today we're back in Half-Life 2 / Gary's mod, where it's been a while. Yeah, it certainly has. And this is not a usual full episode for the series like normal. Well, why is that? Well, basically, I still have maps that I'm working on, but I've had other stuff to work on as well. Also, life kind of sucks right now. It's tough out there, usual stuff, but I thought, instead of keeping you in the dark until something is ready, I may as well post an update video instead, so you know what's on the burner. I have a chronic habit of trying to keep everything a secret until it's done, so I can do a big dramatic reveal, like, hey, look what cool thing I had up my sleeve. I'm the cool uncle that at Christmas who drops giant cool gifts out of the blue. But honestly, I don't think I should keep it at that anymore. It's not really worth it. So then, what am I working on? Well, first, obviously, as I've publicly posted about them before, I've got Crusher Guild's Main Street C, aka Sci-Twi's house. That one's been unannounced indefinite hiatus for ages now. I greatly apologize to anyone who's been waiting on that one. And then I also have a newer order for the X-Naut Fortress in Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. You might not have heard of that one, because I've only posted about it on my other DeviantART account, second now and third. So those two maps are the major ones, already public information and known about. But that's just not all, is it? I wouldn't want to make a post just to name drop those two and be like, well, I'm still working on it. Which I am, by the way. Now, I still also have 4 other maps in development I am going to announce here. None of them are even close to done, so don't get your hopes up for a release announcement in this video. I should say right away, 3 of these maps are DELTARUNE based. Also, something which may excite some of you, all 3 of those are going to be boss fight maps, succeeding my Ride Around Town map where you fought Spampton. The 4th map is also a boss fight, but it's not Deltarune. First off, it's pronounced Rouxls, a recreation of Rouxls Kaard's boss fight from Chapter 2. So, this is the arena I've built so far. Then back here, I have a little spawn area. This is where you spawn. And then you ride the swan boat over into the arena. I haven't modeled the swan boat yet, so we just have some dev texture platform here. All the little houses here. So in this, the goal will be to win the real estate game. As you can see, I've got pretty much all the pieces, about all the pieces here. I haven't written any of the logic yet. You shoot to claim a house, you go until there's no possible moves left, all that good stuff. Also, I even implemented a Rouxls sprite here, so he appears, and he can swing out his sword. All the good Chapter 2 stuff. This is a slight change without implementing this, but it works enough. See, he is a sprite, so he will always face you. Good thing. Got these houses here. And then there's some queen portraits here. It's about all there is for this map so far. Also, the acid does burn you. I considered trying to implement a thing where the acid shrinks you, but I don't think I can cleanly execute it, so it just hurts you. So anyways, there's that. Then next up, we've got TV Time, a recreation of Tenna's boss fight from Chapter 3. I said during my streams of that chapter that I could already imagine his fights map. However, all I've got for it so far is this NFG man with my old pre-Chapter 3 mic model I had hacked on. Apart from this, I've only just written out a script plan for the map itself, and that's it. There's just not much here to see yet. Anyways, and lastly, for the Deltarunes, in comes the Second Guardian, a recreation of the Titan boss fight from Chapter 4, because I'm just really inspired by the Dark Sanctuary leitmotif of Guardian, okay? As you can see, I've built an arena, bare bones so far, and also, this is what I made the Titan model for, that I released recently. Obviously, when I get further in, I'm going to make it a slightly more complex version, or at least a second version of the hand models. The map's going to be a process of gather courage, break the shield, drain his HP, and at the end, you can just defeat him just like in the game. That's my dream. None of the logic is built here yet either. All I've got is an idle animation, which I haven't set up to small yet. This just a T-pose. I didn't actually set this model to prop dynamic, so I can't show it to you here. It's my recreation of the in-game battle animation, basically. Anyways, the fourth map, and the different one of the pack, is Contract Renewal. A recreation of the Snatcher boss fight from A Hat in Time. I love Snatcher, he's my favorite character from that game. I fully built the base arena, with an optional aesthetic that may cause lower computers to chug. Well, sometimes it glitches out a bit, there's gaps in it. It just happens. Snatcher himself is just a cardboard cutout for the moment. Well, I have built 3 attacks so far, just nail some brass tacks down. And I'm rather fond of information of these attacks so far, though. So first off, show this one first. Got spinning beams. This attack right here. This ring texture is placeholder for the moment. I haven't made a proper one yet. So there's that attack. Let me give myself a suit. Then there's this attack with sweeping red beams. It could be on the inner and outer rings. Get the inner. Can I get the inner one to trigger? The trigger is at random right now. I'll get the inner one. There it is. There's the inner ring. There's the shockwaves. He randomly appears around the arena and fires out shockwaves. This one's a little buggy, but it's the best I could do with what Swords Engine has provided that I can use. It works enough. Sometimes there's little gaps though. Like this one's a little janky. It could have been slightly better if Source wasn't the usual Source self, because it's a perfect key flag for the scenario, but it doesn't properly work. And also, just for fun, there's also this one. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. It's silly but simple, it works. This is fun, I feel like I executed it well. Legit, some of it is I just loaded up a quality time Snatcher, just for a good brain stimulating break. This boss fight is so good. So yeah, there's your update on all the main maps in development right now. As well, once I got all that squared away, along with other work, I do intend to push out a massive update for some of my Equestria Girls maps. You see, some have an internal issue that causes them to lag out SFM massively. As well, Candlelit High is a bit ungainly on the FPS, probably especially for people with less powerful computers. So part of that massive update will be making a modular version of the map that cuts out all of the excess fluff. That's the plan. So I've got all that going on, that's all on the list. I want to make cool and good stuff for you all to use and enjoy. At least I hope. However, as I mentioned at the head of this video, life kinda sucks, things are tough. Now new situations keep puddling under my door, metaphorically speaking. So if you wanted to help me out, show some support, really help things along with me persisting in the society we live in, do consider donating on my Ko-fi. I don't have a Patreon, as I don't think my work is nearly prestigious enough to deserve one. My Ko-fi is always there, and every little bit helps. Please do consider. And if you can't personally contribute, maybe you've got a friend or anyone else who could do so in your stead. Do spread the word. Anyways, that's all I've got for this update. Hopefully, I'll get some more stuff done and out soon. And as well, I hope the next video in the series will be of a complete map. Ko-fi links down in the description. My name is ALLOS, also Decorations. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.